The only thing is, I still don't see Biden doing anything. Let alone doing，即係佢而家唔係 he hasn't done enough，he hasn't done anything。即係真真正正有啲 substance 嘅都未做得到。咁所以即係呢樣嘢係即係我唔知道佢未來嗰段時間佢可以點樣啦。但係因為佢亦都 he needs a very strong ally and in the Middle East because he has to look at Iran in the very near future。佢同 Iran 仲係會有一個 head to head。It's going to come sooner or later，and he needs Israel support。但係即係但係再咁樣落去係即係而家睇到啲OK。Once again，好似你話齋，is maybe one dimensional，but you do actually see missiles flying. You do actually see city exploding into bits and pieces。and 所以無論係邊個放嘅邊個 launch 嘅 missiles rockets 或者點樣都好，都係一個 there's going to be loss of life in days to come。and someone better just start talking some sense into whoever is launching those missiles。即係呢樣嘢係幾
兩樣嘢啊！啱啱你話即係 missiles were launched 咁樣，即係喺佢哋新聞嘅角度咧就會話this hasn't happened since I don't know like some 10-20 years ago or something like that。But in reality 係一直有 Palestinian protest 㗎嘛，like they were peaceful，relatively more peaceful protests。但係就係因為佢哋 peaceful protest，所以 it doesn't get covered，right？ That's the problem。咁所以冇人會聽我做 peaceful protest 嘅時候，我唯一個方法可以令到你聽我講嘅嘢就係violence，right？When lives are being lost, then maybe more people will start to pay attention，right？第二樣嘢就係foreign the foreign aid provided by United States。啱啱你話即係美國應該做多啲嘢 ，Biden 係咪應該做多啲嘢？That's the whole thing about the whole Ask Project。即係啲 civilian 就真係覺得美國外表上睇落好似喺度幫緊 Israel，right？But then in reality 佢俾咁多 foreign aid，其實90% 嘅錢俾 Israel 都係叫佢用翻嗰啲錢用嚟買美國嘅，right？ So it's for the better interest of America. It's not for the better interest of those two states, right？ 美國有自己嘅 agenda， 可能用 Israel 做一個 like base to fight against like other Middle Eastern enemies 咁樣。Do they really care about the local people, right？ 即係 local 嘅人好簡單，真係就係返工，想生活得好啲，可以 travel， 可以 like move from part of the country to see their family，right？ 但係你有咁多 war， 有咁多 division 嘅時候，你想喐你都喐唔到。咁佢 Palestinian 想要嘅嘢就好簡單 ，either 你 draw 兩個 country， 即係你畫成兩個 country。Jews 就唔想，因為成個
They wanted a united Israel。
Exactly。再加上你 split 成兩個 state 嘅時候，我有啲 part 即係可能like West Bank 可能係 Hamas， I don't know
the Gaza。
Yeah, I don't know the places that well, right？ 但係我 as 一個 Jew， 我想去嗰啲地方，依家我又去唔到。你 as 一個 Palestinian， 有啲地方 like you want to visit your family here and you can't do that anymore， so they want one country, right? But people who have rational and reasonable thinking don't get elected in power, right? So and it's not really helping when US is sending foreign aid. They think
我諗唔係而家我諗即係 right with these missiles and explosives being launched every night。 I think 即係唔需要諗到咁長遠話 foreign aid 或咩，而係 what I wanted Biden to do is to take a position, step in and say lives are being lost and this has to stop. So far he's 即係佢係and 即係 somehow do something that is 即 即係唔係話要長遠計咁樣點樣幫個
但係佢嘅感覺
country。
就係、I wish this stopped sooner. It's better it stopped sooner
Yeah.
than later. 即係咁樣嘅 feel。
And
Yeah.
that brings me to 我下一個 point，其實咧 it all goes back to 即係點解就係睇見 Israel 咧，你會有少少 as a Chinese person， 你會有少少驚咩咧？就係、嗱，我哋睇到咧就係、Israel 佢而家即係佢咁，例如話佢咁有美國嘅 support，係因為喺美國本土 there is a good percentage of the population 係 Jewish by heritage and Jews then and all of them 即係美國嘅 Jewish 好大部分咧 obviously they contribute well to the American society， 但係佢哋都係好誒，但係佢哋有一個力量係可以影響到個 vote， 可以影響到 who gets elected in whichever level of government and as such 咧，所以佢哋so that sort of handcuffed Biden in his involvement in this。
Yeah，因為我聽即係 I don't know if it's true，but majority of real estate，你就算唔係 majority，你30% of real estate in New York is owned and controlled by Jews。就算唔係 majority，你幾多 percentage 都好，like
你
3%都
好多乜嘢啊？like the Hollywood，like 即係好多嘅 industry，佢哋都係有，因為佢哋有，因為 because 佢哋喺度好耐啦，即係喺美國又好，喺西方社會都有一段時間啦，所以佢哋亦都有一個一定嘅所謂凝聚力啦。咁所以佢哋變咗一個好大嘅力量，可以係可以 carve out 到一個地方嘅 political landscape 嘅。
咁你再 elaborate 下，你話你嘅 concern。
我嘅 concern 就係、如果有朝一日 China achieve 到而家即係 Jewish 做到嘅嘢，
超已經 achieve 咗。
我唔覺得佢係，我唔覺得佢係。
啊
我講喺美國或者喺其他西方社會，如果嗱，其實喺加拿大有某一程度係得㗎。所以某一程度，let's say take for instance， 即係當 the conservatives table 咗個 motion， 話要叫新疆係 genocide，all the liberal decline to vote。所以某一個程度上係嘅，因為what's the reason for them to do that? What's the reason for Trudeau to do that? And that's because 即係你知 Trudeau 個人係好 vote motivated 嘅，佢做所有嘢都係，即係 he cares about 佢 whether him and the other liberal ministers are going to get re-elected。即係所以就係、即係而家喺加拿大某一個程度上已經做到㗎啦。In a small way 係中國嘅愛中國，即係愛 CCP 嘅中國嘅人係已經形成咗一個暫時嚟講唔係好大嘅政治力量。但係如果再多啲 infiltration， 再多啲 influence 嗰陣時，即係可能以後冇一個西方國家敢再話呢個新疆係個 genocide。
暫時嚟講，我覺得已經 slow down 咗好多啊。
已經 slow down 咗好多 ，and all
influence。
thanks to 呢個 all thanks to Trump or COVID or
Look，我 over the weekend 去咗一個 friend 屋企，咁喺度討論緊呢一樣嘢，即係佢就比較偏 liberal 嘅，咁佢又話即係 like would you think Trump's gonna get re-elected in 2024？我就話 I hope not，因為 Trump 已經 serve 咗佢嘅 purpose，就係 change 美國嘅status quo in terms of 個成個 political system，佢改變咗成個 game rule，right？你唔需要玩個 politician game，right？ You could do things differently and he served the purpose already。佢 expose 咗好多喺 politics 裏面有嘅 flaws，就係即係玩呢個 lobbying game，right？manipulate media 點樣去 shed 唔同嘅 light depending on which party you belong to，right？ 佢已經 serve 咗佢嘅 purpose 嘅。我覺得嚟緊要選嘅就係一個真正可以做到嘅人，right？You don't vote just because one is Republican or Democrat, but you vote based on their policies。即係 Biden 佢 nominate 嘅時候， 佢推出過啲咩 policy 咧？Trump 又係20年佢冇推過啲咩嘅，係 based on emotion，係 they're also pulling on your heartstrings， 係你唔係信 Biden 啊，right？或者你唔係信呢個 racist、sexist like this funny 咁樣。So I think yeah that's what I wanted to say。
OK， 所以真係即係我即係呢番我會覺得得人驚就係因為即係如果有朝一日係即係個中國人嘅係第一即係嘅愛國情懷係再深一啲，愛中國愛共產中國嘅心係強一啲嗰啲，真係會唔會到咗有一日即係其他嘅政府係唔敢再 denounce 中國做嘅所有嘢？The way Biden is like just trying to like
Yeah.
pussyfoot his way through the whole
講翻美國啦
Palestinian
right?
issue。
I don't know，即係 politician 嚟講，有幾個有俾中國 influence 過啦。之前幫 Trump 嗰個叫咩啊？老老地嘅，
即係我哋嗰次講過話，佢老婆係台灣人嗰個。
So
嗰個
that some factions of the government media 係啦
media 係
right？
啦
我最中意嘅 example 就係 Doctor Strange，right？
Tilda Swinton 個角色
exactly 原本係一個 Tibetan 嚟噶嘛，right？改咗呢樣嘢啊。NBA 係啦，right？對中國叩頭啦。After Rockets some manager tweeted I support Hong Kong freedom 呢樣嘢，right？So to some point，中國已經做咗呢樣嘢嘅。
係問題係即係睇下佢因為中國暫時做到呢樣嘢咧，就我會覺得係 through 呢個佢哋係個 through 個 economy 多過 through 個乜嘢。
Okay, so it's more like economic gains.
economic gains 或
For
者即係
personally，
但係如果有朝一日佢係例如話即係 once again 即係真係好似加拿大其實真係而家你睇到唔係即係好多 MP 就係因為佢哋自己個 constituency 有large percentage of 呢個 voters 係 with roots in mainland China。佢哋講嘅嘢做嘅嘢係零零舍舍係即係要係 pro China 好多，即係呢個大家都睇到嘅添啦，無論即係邊一級嘅政府都有添啦。咁所以即係 I would like to 即係會睇 look at Israel and what the US is doing and 會覺得係呢個情況係令人擔心嘅咯。
仲有冇嘢 add？
差唔多啦，呢個即係我睇下個事態點樣發展啦。Because this is happening, like it's changing on an hourly basis。
我反而想問下你啊，就係即係啱啱講嘢，其實你喺 YouTube 睇新聞你可以聽到啦。但係講翻 Israel 同 Palestine 發生嘅 conflict，我就係想問下你，如果作為一個 Palestinian 或者 Israeli Jew，right， 你嘅屋企人係俾對方傷害過嘅，而你要 move forward，要將呢個 conflict 停止或者 at least like cease temporarily，right？ 你有冇咁樣嘅 courage 可以同對方即係坐埋一齊傾偈，或者係即係 build 一個 relationship， 或者like just forget about the past and move forward。即係如果因為我聽翻就係 Ask Project 啦，有啲人就係譬如有一個 Palestinian 佢嘅 godfather，right， 俾人射斷咗隻腳之後，佢喉嚨又即係俾人開槍射到講唔到嘢。佢話佢自己係可以忘記呢件事，即係唔係完全忘記，但係為咗可以 move forward，佢like he'll compromise，right？ 就你作為 like as a human being，like could you do that？Right？
嗰個唔係俾人訪問嗰個，即係話佢個 uncle 俾人哋射傷咗嗰個係咩啊？係 Palestinian or
Yeah, he was Palestinian. So in his perspective， 佢係一直俾人壓迫住，right？ 佢覺得個 power 喺 Israel
is
手
on
上
the Jewish is
Yeah.
in Jewish hands 係
，is
啊
in Israel's Jewish hands。咁所以佢好 helpless 嘅，即係佢就想對方都有咁樣嘅諗法，即係可以忘記所有嘅咁樣嘅
我
conflict。
諗呢個係好 individual。首先
Yeah.
我未必得，我問心嗰句我自己未必得。即係如果我係一個 if I work in HR human resources 有份工有幾個人嚟見，其中一個 candidate 樣嘢都好好嘅嚇，你爹哋當差㗎？I probably not hire a person. I would hold a grudge.
Yeah，所以
所以呢個係一個 係 I think is
好難
好難嘅
做到嘅嘢
to forgive。